more of a kind of like strength part of this workout. So what I want you to do is to bring one foot, let's do the right foot closer to your body, as close as it feels comfortable. The other one is slightly bent. If you need some kind of thick books or something to place your hands on, go ahead and use it. What we're going to be doing is lifting our pelvis off the floor and rocking it in between our hands and forward. So we're not placing our pelvis on the floor, we're rounding our upper back, curving it forward, and while pelvis is staying in the air, bringing it backward as far as it feels comfortable in between your arms. Also play with the position of the bent leg. You might want to bring it forward a bit. It depends on your comfort level. Rock it. Don't forget to round your chest towards your belly before moving backwards. So here, as you're reaching the mid position, you're curving your spine forward. If you need a break, place your hips down and take a break. And last one. Awesome. Now bring it down and switch sides. Let's just circle our wrists a bit. It's a bit challenging for the wrists, especially if you're not used to doing push-ups or holding planks. So very gently, the motion happens at your wrist. Circular motion one way and then the other. Great. Now, switching sides. Again, bringing as close as it feels comfortable, or if it feels you can step forward a bit. Check. The other knee is slightly bent. And again, rounding forward, lifting our pelvis and rocking it back. Finding your leg position that works for you. And rounding the spine, slowly bringing that pelvis in between your arms. Exhale. You can even pause here if you feel like you want to challenge yourself. Awesome. And exhale. Breathe in and out. Opening up your collarbone right here so that your shoulders are moving slightly back. Opening it up. And last one. Great job. Your pelvis on the floor, grabbing behind your thighs. Your feet are about hip width distance apart. I'm going to tuck that tailbone under first. We're not starting with the chin. We're starting with the tailbone. So tucking it under and slowly rolling towards the top of your pelvis and towards your lower back. You can hold on to your thighs and then slowly uncurl. You're going only as low as you feel control. You don't want to do jerky movements to get up. You want to roll down very slowly so that you can roll up slowly as well. Every time it might be different. You might want to notice that you are going lower, just one vertebra lower. Your heels staying on the floor all the time and uncurling with control. Rolling that pelvis backward, slowly one vertebra at a time, down. And when you feel you're about to lose control, roll it up and bring your spine to neutral position, reaching up through the crown of your head. Again, roll the pelvis backward, looking straight ahead, and slowly rolling up. And last repetition. And exhale, bring yourself up. Great job. Now going to lie down. Find your sacrum flat against the floor. The bottom ribs, the back ribs also touching the floor. That's your neutral spine. If you can't, your ribs are sticking up, your chest is sticking up, you're not able to place your ribs on the floor, you gotta use in that space. I have a post about it. You gotta use some bolster, either some kind of pillow, cushions, or yoga block. Just make sure your bottom ribs are on the floor. I'm going to lift your legs up toward the ceiling, keeping your ribs on the floor. We're going to, with soft knees, legs are soft, touch your knees. We're going to move them straight to the side, to the right side, and pressing with the right arm into the floor, we're going to lift them up toward the ceiling. If it's too hard, you can keep them bent. If not, keep them just soft at your knee. And moving to the left, pressing that left arm into the floor without raising your shoulder. And bring it up. Again, slowly straight to the side. The angle in between your thighs and between your lower belly is not changing. So at your hips, it's staying the same. You're not moving your legs away or closer to your body. It's going straight to the side, feeling the pelvis rotating to the side. Lengthening those legs away from your pelvis. And when you feel you're losing control or about to lose control, you press that arm into the floor and switch sides. Again, straight to the side. Press that arm. And coming back up. And one more on each side. And breathe, don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Last one. Press and lift. Awesome. Bring your knees in. This exercise is excellent for working your lower abdominals. Your shoulder bladed down along your spine. Place your feet on the floor. Let's straighten our right leg. Let your left leg fall out to the side. Your arms are stretched upward. So the right heel is on the floor. And now think of rotating your right thigh inward, pressing with the inner edge of your heel and your sole, and turning to the side. And again, as you go backward, feel that you reached your sacrum. It's flat on the floor, lifting the other knee, the bent knee, and pushing. It's crossing the center, going across that midline, and you're pressing the sole of your foot into the floor and reaching forward with the top of your shin bone. Feeling a nice stretch in your lower back. And again, the knees falling out, the straight leg rotating inward, pressing into that heel, and rotating your rib cage toward the floor. Your upper body is relaxed, your pelvis is relaxed. And back to sacrum, back to center, the knees moving across the midline. The sole of the foot is pressing into the floor and reaching forward with the top of your shin. Awesome. Back to center. And last one, you can now go a bit quicker. If you feel like you got got it under control and you understand the movement. Crossing, pressing the foot into the floor, reaching forward with the top of your shin bone. Awesome. And returning back to the center, straightening that left leg, bringing the right sole in closer towards your buttocks. Again, the right knee falls out, the left thigh is rotating inward and to the inner edge of your foot. Left foot and reaching away. Think about reaching your rib cage away from your hips while keeping your shoulder blades down. We're not pulling our shoulders toward the ears. And crossing with that knee, bent knee, pressing the foot into the floor and reaching forward with the top of your shin. And slowly return, rotating the thigh in, reaching the rib cage away from your pelvis, shoulders down. If you want to pause right here and take a couple of breaths, go ahead, rolling back, sideways across your pelvis, back to sacrum, pressing that foot into the floor and reaching forward. There's a slight arch in your lower back. Make sure it feels comfortable. You're not bending your lower back, but you're creating length. Okay, and opening up the front area of your hip, of your right hip. And last repetition. Let the knee fall out. And roll into your side. Breathe in and out. And roll back, crossing the knee, crossing the midline with your knee and reaching forward. Awesome. Now bring your knees, both knees up. Bend them both. And just feel your sacrum flat against the floor, the bottom ribs flat against the floor. Take a deep breath in, expanding your ribs to the side, filling them with air, and breathe it out, closing the rib cage and feeling it moving both sides toward the center. Again, breathe in and expand, and breathe it out. Great job. You might want to choose to stay right here for a couple more minutes, feeling your body, feeling if there's any tension in your hips, in your shoulders, in your neck, and try to breathe into that spot to relax.